Greetings, fellow warriors. In the last campaign, Luoyang was burned down by Dong Zhuo. If he can't occupy it, he must have burned it. Indeed, and what did he go? He went to the western capital, Chang'an. A disgraceful man. But also, we learned that Lu Bu is seeking a very special sword. As you know, called the Gem Sword. So, let's just continue on, shall we, fellow warriors? More bandits. Why do these little bitty armies think they can take my mighty army? I've been reported to that Lu Bu resides here. You know what? I think I should find that gem sword first. Speaking of getting people to join us, I missed something. And there's a fool called Guljai. We defeated him earlier, so we might actually get him to join us. So what do you think? Think we can capture him? Yes, we have. Join us. No. If it takes that much to buy your loyalty, I hope you remain unemployed. But that's not the point. The point is in hiring this guy. He's a Wang guy. Innuendos aside, I'm sure he will be maybe useful. No. Although he has some strength, his intelligence is way too low for my personal liking. So let's drop him off by using a gold wing. And we can warp to our home castle, Zhou. And as you know, we can delete members and leave him behind. We could fire people. It's hands-on. He was a jerk to us, even though he did that. You're worthless to me now. And what he does, he becomes a rebel general and explores the area in which you found him. So we may randomly find Han Zhuang if we wander around here. Are these jerks? Speaking of rebels and traitors, here's some bandits. And there went the bandits. There are many eager young men in China, but most of them are fools. That's why we only keep the good people with us. And for 5 measly gold coins, we have a nice little nap. Once again, I will state this is optional, but let's go to the cave in the north. We might find something valuable in there. It's a small maze, actually a fairly large maze, not too bad. So let's go exploring. I do not have a map with me, warriors. So if I get lost, you will forgive this great one. Speaking of stuff to forgive, many twists and turns, and purposely made incredibly long corridors. Yes. And there's Han Zhuang. It seems he wants a revenge for us firing him. He was living a life of luxury. He was taking up our resources. We don't need any warlords taking up our resources. That cannot help us. But because we are the benevolent heroes, we shall release him. Speaking of benevolent, let's let these fools live. There are many men in China. Today, there are over 1.5 billion. Despite me slaughtering them all. Partly because I'm being benevolent today. Enjoy my benevolency for the time being. A map will be provided for this area. We found a key. Didn't we find a keyhole earlier? That would be wise. Would it also be wise if I brought a gold wing with me? Instead, these two jerks did not learn their lesson the first time. Now, before I was so rudely interrupted... Treasure! Oh my! That treasure chest contains a good amount of gold. But, I'm near the entrance. Or I was near the entrance. Ah yes. They never learn. Men in China are stubborn. Don't ever upset a Chinese man. He has honor and pride to back him up. Speaking of backing up, did you remember to save? Write down your records. Make sure they're... Wait a minute. What is this? You weren't here earlier. Okay. It's Guan Ping. Yes, and he is strong and somewhat intelligent. Guan Ping, historically, was the adopted son of Guan Yu. Never mentioned in this adventure. But I think we found a replacement for Yan Jin. Yes. And join me next time, fellow warriors, where we find a use for this gold key. It may lead to something important. I doubt it. One moment.